Lil Wayne has finally addressed the Kendrick Lamar situation directly. So longtime sports journalist and broadcaster Skip Bayless, he's been featured on ESPN before. Obviously, he's spun off. He's gone with Fox now. He's been longtime friends of Lil Wayne, who love sports, especially the NFL. Well, he brought him onto his show and did a very interesting interview. Now, we all know the story up until this point. Kendrick gets picked over Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne then gets upset, says he feels like he let everyone down. It spins from there. Kendrick feels like he has to respond and whack down murals, because he's actually a fan of Lil Wayne. He says the irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. And then we saw the tweet from Weezy F from there. All of that escalation, Budden saying that Weezy got in the booth. So where are we at this exact point in time? Is there going to be a rap battle between Kendrick and between Lil Wayne? Or is there a bridge going to be built? Well, let's check it out right here, right now.
So explain this part to me, because I don't know the backstory of this, but what Kendrick Lamar, what his lyrics were about you, can you explain? I'll just quickly read them. I know you know them. I used to bump that Carter 3. Okay. I used to bump that Carter 3. I held my rope.
What? You don't know did he just say that?
I used to bump that Carter 3. Okay. I used to bump that Carter 3. I held my Rolly chain proud. Irony.
Did I wake up in the wrong timeline today?
Think my hard work let Lil Wayne down, from Kendrick Lamar. Let Lil Wayne down. And I don't really understand that. Help me out. What was that about?
That was my first time hearing it, but
I just doubled down.
I think he just, I think he's a fan, like I'm a fan of his music. Sure. He's a fan of mine. Yeah. I think
he's definitely a fan of yours. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So I think he just mean by he saw with everybody else. He saw how much it meant to me. And I think that's all he mean is that, I don't think is, and when we speak, and obviously he can't control that.
Where the fuck am I?
We're in the end game now.
Man, what the F I do? I just be chilling and they still come for my head. Let's not take kindness for weakness. Let this giant sleep. I beg you all. No one really wants destruction. Not even me, but I shall destroy if disturbed. On me, love. That is, I will bring death to your doorstep. I will make it rain from the heavens and thunder will come down. Do not mess with the rap god of Weezy F, baby. That's the energy that I get from that tweet. Right? That's the type of time that Wayne is on. And we all know the timing of that tweet coming out after Whacked Out Murals dropped. So are you telling me that this is in response to something completely different? I can't buy that. This feels like a Whacked Out Murals response. Maybe, right? Because again, Lil Wayne is infamous for forgetting his own lyrics, right? Like I've talked about before, he really does exist in his own bubble, in his own reality, in his own world. He's not always tapped in to what's going on and what's trending. And I even said in my original video, this knee-jerk reaction from Weezy, I wonder if it's been hyped up to him. I wonder if he actually hasn't even heard the lyrics, if he just has like a hype man or someone next to him that's telling him, yo, you hear what Kendrick said? You hear what Kendrick said? And then obviously with all the backlash and all the internet and the way that everything gets spun and all the narratives, you can see how maybe social media is pressuring him. He's feeling a type of way. He's feeling like he's getting pushed, and maybe he hasn't actually heard it. And maybe he's just got the wrong circle telling him and urging him to make a response. And that's why he made the knee-jerk reaction of that tweet. But couple that response to now this response, which seems very composed, very wise, very mature from Wayne. He's very laid back. Right? He's very thoughtful in this situation. That expression, though, when he's like trying to process Kendrick's lyrics that Skip is reading to him is wild.
That, I don't think.
Somebody pushed him. Somebody pushed him the wrong way. I wonder who.
He fucked up. He fucked up right when he brought in the GOAT.
Why they ain't let me play the Super Bowl, man?
He saw how much it meant to me. And I think that's all he mean is that, I don't think is, and when we speak, and obviously he can't control that. And, so he didn't let me know. It ain't like he can control it or nothing.
Yeah.
And also I've spoken to him and I wished him all the best and told him he better kill it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you better kill it. You gotta kill it.
Okay.
Oh, he will, I'm sure. But that's big. So they have spoken, right? So all this that Weezy called and Kendrick didn't answer. Maybe he didn't answer the first time, and that's the rumor that Budden was going off of and his sources. Again, this is interesting because Budden's like Weezy got in the booth. And obviously, Joe Budden had that story, and we've all reacted to that and run with that story. And is Joe Budden not trustworthy now? Like, is he not reliable? Did Wayne actually get in the booth? Or maybe, again, this could all just be misconstrued. Maybe Wayne felt a type of way. He was feeling pressured. He never actually heard it, and then he just got in the booth to let off. So it could still be true what Budden said, and then maybe he couldn't get in touch with Kendrick, and then maybe afterwards he gets in touch with Kendrick, and then they resolve the situation. Because obviously a simple phone call in a lot of these situations when pride and ego gets in the way and things can spin out of control, right? All it takes is a phone call and just one man connecting with another man. And I'm happy to hear that they've taken this route, that they've talked, that they've connected, because that's how you can reconcile differences. And I don't want to see an OG and a legend in Lil Wayne going after it with Kendrick Lamar. I mean, obviously the internet would love it. We'd love the beef and the drama, but really for the culture and for hip hop, what Weezy means to it and what Kendrick means to it, I don't want to see that necessarily.
And also, I've spoken to him and I wished him all the best and told him he better kill it.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
that's huge.
You better kill it. You gotta kill it.
Okay. Well, did he say anything to enlighten you about these lyrics about you? I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. I don't know exactly what that means. If he's sort of...
Come on, Skip. Come on. You're a reporter. You know what that means. You're a smart dude.
Lil Wayne down. I don't know exactly what that means. If he's sort of...
No, he ain't. I don't think he knew he didn't have to do anything. There was no explanation that was needed for that. I think I understand. Again, that was my first time hearing it when you just said it.
Okay.
But
Triple down.
I understand those words. Like I said, I think he just mean that he made it there, and his hard work is the reason why he made it there.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I took
let
it
me down is me just being upset about not getting disappointed about not getting that spot.
Yeah. Yeah. When he says, I worked hard and then it undercut you in your hometown. Like I worked as hard as I could and I got to a point where unfortunately it let you down because I preempted you on what should have been your stage.
Without having any control of it. So that's actually him expressing his showing that he has some heart and showing that he actually have he care about the situation.
Okay,
so he could go about it totally different. He could go about it like this is what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay, but you guys are cool. You have talked.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
what's up, man.
You gotta kill it. That's what I told him. I told him you gotta smash it.
Well, he will smash it. I'm sure he will.
Of course he will.
So is there any way last second that you would be asked to make a little appearance with him on stage?
I'm not going to even be in the country.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He's not going to be in the country. No, he's going to have his TV turned off.
Love that and endorse that. I think that would be exactly what you should do.
Wow. All right. A number of thoughts from watching this now. All right. First and foremost, respect to Wayne. Respect to the maturity of going about this. Seems like he's in a really good place. Because honestly, when he first reacted to the Super Bowl, he didn't seem like he was in a good place. Right? And then even at Louisiana Fest, didn't seem like he was in a great place with it all then. This feels like he's definitely made peace with it. I don't know. I feel like we've gone through the stages of grief with Wayne. Honestly, like we've had denial, we've had anger, and I feel like we finally have gotten to acceptance, which is dope to see, and I love to see that. And I think probably the backlash for Wayne really came from there was no congratulations to Kendrick. Even Kendrick on Whacked Out Murals lamented and said Nas is the only one to congratulate him. And he talks about these OGs with the old flows, and it definitely feels like Kendrick is on that time, that energy where, hey, anybody can get it. But at the same time, Whacked Out Murals was a way to vent his frustration, to feel like where is the respect from the legends in this? Like, I busted my ass off to get here. I have a great opportunity. And then I guess my hard work let Lil Wayne down. You know, you see that disconnect from Kendrick. And the one thing Wayne never did was he never gave Kendrick those flowers and those congratulations. You know, instead, he made the situation about himself, about how he felt. And yeah, you can understand where he's coming from and how he's hurt by it because it means that much to him in New Orleans. But like we've talked about multiple times, Wayne was never entitled to the Super Bowl. There's no precedent that an artist from that town has to be the one playing it. You know, Wayne didn't deserve it as much as Kendrick deserved it, as much as other artists deserve it. No one is ever entitled to it. No one ever deserves the Super Bowl. There's a lot that goes into it. It's a big business, and Kendrick Lamar is just hotter, and he's the palette for hip hop right now. And that's why the NFL went with Kendrick Lamar over Lil Wayne. But what's really dope to see is this making peace and then coming together and speaking on the phone. I think that's so important. And what a way to not let this possible beef, to not let this situation escalate, to take off somewhere where it didn't need to go to, that they could connect and that pride could be put aside and they could do this. And this response, honestly, if Wayne came through with a response like this originally when the news of the Super Bowl broke, we wouldn't have gotten to where we've gotten to. We wouldn't have had this whole spiral and this whole controversy and situation, right? That's the reason that we're here, is because Wayne's first reaction was not this reaction now. But it's great to see that this is currently the reaction, and this is the way that we move forward. One thing I will say is interesting, though, is the whole, not listening to the lyrics and not being aware of it, because that tweet definitely indicates otherwise. But again, he could have felt pressure. He could have been pushed in a different way, and he could have genuinely never heard it. But also, Skip quoting the lyrics to him, the one thing that was glossed over, see, this is the key, is that whatever, though. That whatever, though, from Kendrick is absolutely diabolical.
But irony, I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down. Whatever, though. Call me crazy, everybody questionable.
And that's what made a lot of people speculate. Was that really what upset Weezy? Because the nonchalant way in which Kendrick went over it. And if you just look at the lyrics that Skip read, it doesn't cover that whatever, though. I think that whatever, though, is a key context and a key nuance to all of that. I'd be interested if Weezy actually heard the entire context of the verse and then to get his feedback, then Skip feeding just a certain part of it and not the full scope. Because obviously there were other people speculating, are there further innuendos? Are there further subliminals that Kendrick's talking about when he laments about the OGs, when he talks about Nas being the only one to congratulate him, and so on and so forth. And you see how we can go on from there. So I'd be curious if Wayne actually ever does sit down and listen to the full Kendrick verse. At least that's not the story that we're getting right now, but what would Wayne's response be to all of that? But I don't think it would be to elevate it, to come back and to make it more controversial, because it definitely feels like that's not where we're heading, right? We're heading down a much clearer path now. We're heading down a path of peace. This is the bridge that is being built. The bridge is not being burned down here. And again, for the sake of hip hop, for the sake of the culture, it's dope to see. And who knows? You never, ever know, right? We're still a couple months away from the Super Bowl. We still know Drake is doing everything that he can to try to get Not Like Us pulled. But you know what? The Grammys are going to hit a week before. That's going to be huge. Kendrick is just going to scoop up awards. Not Like Us is going to just build from there. And there's no way that Not Like Us is not going to get dropped at the Super Bowl. But what would be interesting is there is still time, even though Wayne might be away. Kendrick could still extend that olive branch. You could still have a guest appearance from Lil Wayne at the Super Bowl. I'm never going to write that off. But anyways, what do you guys think? Is this good? Is this bad? Do you believe Lil Wayne? Has he never heard the lyrics before? Is that genuinely his first time hearing it? Let me know. Comment down below. But anyways, I love you guys. If you're here at the end, do me a huge favor. Support the channel directly. Subscribe and notifications on. Also, don't forget to cop your merch. knoxhilldmv.com. We got hats. We got shirts. We got hoodies. We got everything you need if you want to rep the brand this holiday season and get it out there. Again, I'll put all links down there. All right, guys. Stay safe. Stay positive. Take care of these. Take care of your mentals. I'll catch you again.